Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, Mzansi Daily Update, your go-to platform for all things political, social, and South African. Today we're diving into one of the country's most pressing issues, the fight against crime and the upcoming 2025 National Policing Summit. President Cyril Ramaphosa is set to deliver the keynote address at this crucial event, which will take place at the prestigious Empress Palace Convention Center in Ekurhuleni, Gauteng. The summit kicks off this Tuesday and is expected to run over 3 days, under the theme, Efficiency in Action, Optimizing South Africa's Policing Potential. This is not just another government gathering with empty promises. It comes at a time when violent crime, police killings, and public mistrust in law enforcement are at their peak. With the national elections looming, and political tensions rising, the ANC-led government is under massive pressure to demonstrate meaningful action on crime. Let's break down what this summit is really about, and more importantly, what it needs to address if it's going to be anything more than political theatre. The summit is expected to tackle 4 major pillars of police reform: visible policing, detective services, crime intelligence, and overall operational efficiency. These are the cornerstones of a functioning law enforcement system, but in South Africa, they've been badly eroded over the years due to corruption, underfunding, and political interference. According to SAPS, the South African Policing Union, the SAPS is severely under-resourced. The spokesperson, Lesabetho Bheki, didn't mince words. He pointed out that in the years leading up to the 2010 FIFA World Cup, SAPS had over 190,000 officers. Fast forward to 2025, and despite massive population growth, those numbers have dropped significantly. South Africa now has just over 140,000 police officers for a population exceeding 60 million. That's a ratio of about 1 officer per 428 citizens, far below global policing standards, especially in a country battling one of the highest murder rates in the world. But it's not just about numbers. It's also about capacity and morale. Many police stations across the country lack basic resources, from vehicles and bulletproof vests to digital crime tracking systems. Officers are overworked, poorly paid, and demoralized. This creates a dangerous vacuum where criminal syndicates, gangs, and corrupt officials thrive. And then there's the tragedy that's often overlooked: police killings. Dozens of officers are murdered every year in South Africa, often ambushed while on duty or targeted in their homes. These attacks not only demoralize the force but also send a chilling message to the public: if the protectors aren't safe, what hope is there for the rest of us? SAPS is demanding that this summit address the root causes of these killings and find a sustainable solution. That includes better training, protective gear, trauma counseling for officers, and an uncompromising stance against criminal elements infiltrating law enforcement itself. Now let's talk about crime intelligence, the brain of any policing operation. It's supposed to help predict criminal trends, dismantle networks, and guide resource deployment. But in South Africa, this critical function has been compromised over the years by political appointments, corruption scandals, and internal sabotage. Remember the Zuma-era State Security Agency, SSA, scandals? Millions were siphoned off, intelligence reports were manipulated, and surveillance was used for factional battles rather than protecting citizens. The echoes of those years still haunt today's policing structures. If this summit is serious about turning the tide, Ramaphosa and Police Minister Bheki Cele must commit to rebuilding an apolitical, professionally run crime intelligence unit. No more cadre deployment. No more backdoor appointments. Just skilled, trained professionals doing their jobs. And what about detective services? Our detectives are burdened with an overwhelming caseload. Some are handling over 200 dockets at a time, a figure so high, it's almost laughable if it weren't so tragic. This means crucial cases, including murders, rapes, and armed robberies, are either delayed for years or thrown out due to lack of evidence or poor investigation. At the heart of it all lies the need for visible policing. Community members want to see officers on the ground. In townships, informal settlements, and rural areas, people live in fear. Not only of criminals, but sometimes of corrupt police officers themselves. If Ramaphosa wants this summit to be remembered as a turning point, he must speak directly to these communities. He must offer more than statistics and long-term strategies. He must promise action, now. Let's not forget the broader political context. Crime is not just a policing issue. It's a governance crisis. Broken municipalities, lack of service delivery, youth unemployment, and inequality all feed into the crime epidemic. The police alone cannot solve this. It requires a whole-of-government approach, something Ramaphosa often talks about, but rarely implements with urgency. So what should South Africans expect from this summit? Will it deliver hard timelines, budget allocations, recruitment plans, and leadership reforms? Or will it be yet another PR exercise designed to calm public anger before elections? We'll be watching closely, and we encourage you to do the same. Because here's the truth, you can't talk about rebuilding a nation if your citizens are afraid to walk the streets. You can talk about investment and economic growth when foreign investors see violent crime and poor policing. And you certainly can't talk about democracy when public confidence in law enforcement is at an all-time low. This summit is more than just a policy forum, it's a national test of political will. That's it for today's episode. What do you think? Will this summit lead to real change, or is it just another missed opportunity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear your take. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into South African politics, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. See you next time.